lessons are designed, how many lessons are there in the Visualize Survey of the Bible? How many lessons in the Visualize Survey of the Bible? Five, right? And the goal is to only show one lesson a week, right? I mean, don't try to get ahead. Go in there, stay up all night, show 2 or 3 at a time. We need the time with people to get together, get to know them. And so the lessons are about 40 minutes as far as the video. The right time, getting acquainted, maybe we first go in, having a prayer. And then after the sessions, that's why a lot of these suggested topics, you're not going to use all of them, but you're going to have to look at the person you're studying with and just have to do a lot of things that you feel the situation. There are some things definitely we want to cover, as we pointed out, some of the main goals in the first study, the nature of God, the inspiration of the Bible, providence of God, God's working through history. And then usually when you get through the first lesson, you want to ask them if they would study, if you leave them the manual. And there are extra, and we will get extra questions so that you can leave them and work the questions on the separate sheet. And then maybe if they really want them seriously, you'll leave the manual, but otherwise you might pick them up to use in the next class and just have to add the question sheet. So use your judgment on that.
Do they get a copy of the manual during the study to look at, or do they just keep focused on that?
I don't want them to have something in their hand while we're, at least that in their hand while we're studying.
Okay.
Because we want to keep them focused on that and what we're talking to them about. So there might be places in there, and some people stop at a point and discuss a point and then go back to it. The video is easy to stop something. But we can summarize things in the end, or you might find a place there to stop and make a main point, as we talked about some of these main points. But I would definitely don't want to have something in our hand while we're having class.
I noticed some of the wording is not the same.
Pardon?
I noticed that some of the wording is not the same.
That's what I was asking Ken to look at. Did you have time to look at that, Ken, between that old manual and the new one? Oh, you're talking about the video.
Yeah, the videos, the words and some of the different pictures was different than.
Yeah, you've got the new one, like that one the church just paid for. Go to the one with the new manuals. And they usually have through the years updated the way they presented it or some of the videos they use.
Well, I sent me one of the old ones, and then I have the second lesson of the new.
Okay. When you look at the questions, is there any, what you would want to do is take your grading key, and before you go into class, like for instance, the second lesson tonight, the Mosaic game, and scan down through there and either pick some things that you think are key, or you see something they missed, talk about it. But it's important to go with questions, because we need to know where they are, right? So what is sin? Sin is disobedience to God's will. Is that true or false? True. True. Some of the basic things that you and I take for granted, the definition of sin, the definition of repentance. Christine's noticed that with a lot of Bible courses you grade. It says it plainly in there, and then when he answers the question, you know they didn't get it. Because they're actually totally wrong from a biblical perspective. So pick those things. Since Cain's sacrifice was at least some form of worship, God was pleased. Number 25. Is that true or false? False. Here again, somebody thinks, well, as long as you're honest and sincere, that's all that counted. Well, that wasn't the point. And sometimes even brethren don't understand what's the difference between Cain and Abel. It's not just their desire. It was God, by faith, able to offer unto God the ransom sacrifice, right? So it's a matter of faith and obedience. And those are some of the key things that we're teaching in this lesson. Those who are saved in our age are God's spiritual family of the church. 34, true or false? Stand. Yes. True. Okay. Like I say, if some of you, did everybody answer the questions? I'll get on you on this one. Make sure you go through and answer all the questions yourself so you can think about answers. But that's just part of it. And what you need to do is get with somebody and go through these lessons and think about questions people might ask. And work on the other ones here that you noticed. I noticed I was talking to Christine about one that I don't really want to get into fully. Which one was that? Understand?
I remember.
It, those who, the Lord is not willing that any should, what, verse number 14 on the, repent, have freedom of choice, or perish. Which one is it?
Perish.
Not willing that any should perish, right? Those who rejected God before the great flood finally repented. Verse number 13, seal their own fate, or will have another chance. Seal their own fate. Now, you might think that's sort of innocent. I know we'll talk about Christine. There's some that think of Jesus. No one ever in the church had a big problem with this one. I never did get out of his mind. He thought Jesus went to hell and printed that the people were disobedient in the days of Noah when he was crucified, because it said his soul was not left in hell, neither did his flesh see corruption. So when Jesus died on the cross, then he went to hell. And where would he get that he preached to the people that were disobedient in the days of Noah? 1 Peter 3, right? What's it say there? There's some good into, but not understanding the words of heaven and hell, understanding repentance, and understanding how God works. Somebody have that? 1 Peter 3. Around verse 20 or back and before that. Yeah.
Starting at 18, it says, "For Christ also suffered once for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but made alive by the Spirit, by whom also he went and preached to the spirits in prison, who formerly were disobedient, when once the divine long-suffering waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was being prepared, in which it feared that his 8 souls were saved through water."
So the Lord went and preached to the spirits in prison, didn't he? What's it say there? When we study with people on the big challenge we have, read the whole verse, look at the context, understand what's the subject, and what's the predicate, right? But what's he talking about there? How did Jesus preach to the spirits in prison? And when were they in prison? And when did he preach to them?
Preached to them before they were in prison.
Huh?
He preached to them before they were in prison.
You know, they were in prison, Peter's right.
Yeah.
There's about the lake of fire, the brimstone, but he went and preached in spirit. Through whom? Through Noah. God sent Noah to preach to these people. They had the opportunity to repent. And so there's when you go through the question, like I say, it's important to take your grading key and go over it. It's a great tool to teach. I even know one gentleman that I never could get a time to sit down with him at his house, that us sit down together. You know how people keep running. So he had the videos, and what I did was he watched the video when he could, and I just made, you tell me when you're available, and we just sit down and go over the questions. And so we'd get together for an hour, we'd go over all the questions, we'd discuss it. Guess what, by the time we were through the study, you'll make the gospel. Sometimes you just have to roll with the punches. Where you end up with that. But we'll start the lesson, we're a little short on time, and then hand out the number 2 and some guidelines on this, and talk about it next week. But also, I mentioned to Stan about the evangelism in your life on YouTube. I'm putting these lessons up there with the commentary we're doing. They have to get the disc and watch it. You can give them a handout, give the one down on YouTube. Somebody that can't be here, maybe can multiply or something. So who stands out to you? I did that last time. Anybody got something that stands out to them in this that you want to talk about? Who do you think might find these lessons the most challenging as far as study and realizing what we're dealing with? Maybe somebody of the Jewish faith? You might think of a Jew. That's going to be the challenge all the way through, as far as What, when you think about all these things, what do you think of someone who serves a Catholic?
Talking about the burning of candles and the priesthood.
Over and over, some of the things that seem so predominant in those situations, right? Some of the handouts you have, the books there, you have the things that we're going to try to emphasize here. When we finish, always think about the questions, things that are on their mind, or the events that stand out. We take so much for granted when we've been brought up in the church, and yet you have individuals like the lady Anita C. when she obeyed the gospel. She's been going to church all her life, is united brethren. And yet so many things that we accept in understanding, they're really foreign. They are studying their Bibles. They really have to talk the Bible. They haven't really focused on what the words mean or the text or, good people, good religious people. But many times they're just sort of oblivious to so many things. There are just so many things that stand out here, whether it's Moses. You look at that man's life, 40 years, 3 periods of 40 years, down there in Egypt, and then now he's out in the desert. What in the world is my purpose in life, right? And yet God used him in Egypt. He was training him for something. Out there in the desert, 40 years, he was training him, right? He really equipped him for that 40 years of leadership, right? So we think about how God uses us, how God helps us mature and grow, the providence of God and the working of these things together for good. You can look at some of the events there. I guess I must have gone ahead on this thing. We did talk about Nadab and Abihu. Did talk about the fiery serpents, right? You think, why do we teach things or think about the serpents in the wilderness? Or Moses striking the rock. But when they murmured and complained, God sent the serpents among them, right? And Moses said, deliver us from these. But did God just take away the snakes? He didn't take away the snakes, right? He told them what to do, when you there look for the breeding of the serpent, and they would be eaten. And so when you think about all the elements that are involved, the people need the mercy of God. God did show his mercy as well as his wrath and his disobedience. But he gave them a message of what to do. When people believed that, then acted by faith, there was repentance involved, which means a change of direction, right? Then when they acted, the Lord blessed them and they were healed. So, were they saved by the snake, the brazen serpent? A lot of people talk about today is, you ask them, you think people are saved because they're baptized? What they're actually asking you is, you think people are just saved because they're dumped in the water? Well, if they ask you that way, you'd say no, right? It's like looking on that serpent. It wasn't the snake's salvation, it took faith, the mercy of God, it took repentance, it took obedience to receive the blessings of God. So, go to those passages, pick the ones that you think really stand out to you, because we've got to understand obedience, we've got to understand faith, we've got to understand the nature of God. And the biggest problem is we're just out of time. Anyway, on these things are sure.
Dear God, I'm so thankful for this period of class time. Help us always to look to those who we share the gospel with. Help us to do it in the right manner, with the right spirit and attitude, always giving you the glory. And again, we thank you for your word, and we thank you for all the blessings you give to us, Father. Please forgive us if we sin or fall short. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
When you looked at what Ben McKnight was doing, some of these charts, I've got some charts I'll give you next week, but basically what Ben was doing, he was just doing through charts what we're doing here with the He's using the TISM charts, and I know a brother that was up in Sheboygan, recently, he was helping doing evangelism, he just put it on a whiteboard, and was drawing it out and teaching individuals one-on-one that way. And they were in that congregation, teaching people to know the story well enough. You could draw it out, you could write the scriptures out. Basically, it's taken them through the same facts. You've got to know the Bible story. You've got to see how it fits together. And you've got to lay a foundation before you start getting into some of the issues about Christ and the church. So, anyway, I appreciate the time of each one.